What's up in the dub? My scrub. My scrub. What's up, Libra? How you doing, Libra? What's up, man and sis? You know you loved. You know you loved. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let me see what's going down with you, Libra. We doing a check-in, you know. Hey, let's talk about it. Something about you are good enough on the full moon of Virgo. You got to know that you're good enough. You're good enough to do what you plan to do. And you go do it. Excuse my hands. You know, I'm not one of those girly poos. I'm natural. I don't know why, but this is just me. I'm a country girl in mind because I was with my grandma all the time. You know, shoot, I was at grandma's house. You go to your grandma's house when they didn't tolerate. They always sent me to my grandma, but I liked it because it was fun down there. Country is the best living ever. Trees, it's smelling the good air. You know, you just go back to those days. You know, and you got to know you're good enough to something you're doing. You know, what's this? You need to know you're good enough. What do you need to know you're good enough to do, Libra? You're good enough. You're good enough. And you need to know you're good enough. You know, you're good enough about, you know, something that happened that was historic in you, that was really make history in the past. See, there was a divorce. Somebody here, Libra, you know, was side testing you all the time. Somebody cussed you out all the time and tried to get their desires, you know. They would side test you about this house, you know. Somebody would be on your ass about a house, you know, and you thought, you know, you got to know you're good enough. But see, there's a divorce coming on in this house because somebody treated you like trash in this house, though. Because they was always side testing you. Always had something negative to say. You know, you live with somebody like that and rub off on you in this house. Somebody desired, you know, that. They loved to side testing you, Libra. You was you know, I can talk shit to Libra. And Libra ain't gonna do shit. Libra quiet as shit. But Libra doing that nightlife, and somebody was out there gambling too. And you know, what you been gambling for over here? Somebody was gambling and stuff and doing a little gambling and side tasking you, but treating you like shit. You know, when they come home, and I hate if they lose, man. So you want a divorce from this gambling motherfucker. Excuse my French. And see, somebody wanted to dress harsh cutoff. You know, you want to cut their ass off harshly because you wanted to escape and you wanted to have a vacation. You know, you needed a vacation from this shit and you desired a vacation, you know, and you was hoping for it because this person was getting on your living nerves, always coming in drunk, intoxicated, and always got something bad to say. And you got to fix history. You know, you can't keep going down history dealing with a drunk alcoholic, whoever alleged this is. You know, I'm just saying, somebody was a nightlife drinker, always taking this stuff out when they come home. And you need to be ashamed of yourself because your kids is watching you. Now, what's going on? Allegedly, this could be a cross watcher, anyone, somebody else. But see, we have this. There is 4 spirits here of angels of all directions. 4 directions is here because they ain't tolerating this because it's gonna be some justice going down for this. There's justice card right here. I can't even make it up. It says, you know, it says impartialities and objectives. Stand up for what you have believed. Try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. Somebody with RG. You need to just stand up and act with integrity. Whatever you're doing, just be justified when you go kick that ass, okay? Be justified. Whatever you do in justice, you got to be justified, you know. So what's this justice that you finna get? See, look, it came already. You finna get justice for when it comes to a divine masculine in the past that lost the situation. You know, they lost the sweetheart because of what they did to the sweetheart. And you know, this person had to go cleanse themselves from this person, this divine phenomenon. I told you I shuffled these while I was before and while I was on here. See, somebody was plugged in and they was always was thinking about you. They were always wanted you to, they was being false and they wanted to steal from you and rob you. Somebody was really just wanting to be robbed, and then you got this threatening. Somebody was threatening you all the time, like trying to threaten you all the time, make you scared and stuff, and make you not move on. You like, they want to hurt me, There's always somebody says I can whoop you or do what I want, but no, you can't, because I call justice and judgment, and there's no whooping to that. Once I call you out, some people call justice and judgment. You done effed up. I mean, you truly need to watch out for those type of people, because you're gonna feel that heat. What's going on? What else we need to tell Libra legend? This could be cross watcher or somebody that just comes across this, or somebody you dealing with in the family going through this. But somebody was a cruel person, and they were mean and hateful and shit. Allegedly. What's going on, Libra? We have an earth angel. How can I say? I can't even make it up. This was an earth angel. Somebody was persecuting the earth angel. Somebody named Pierre, allegedly. Something about Pierre. Don't know who this is. It could be allegedly. See, someone needed to be acting like Grace. They need to act Grace. See, somebody they're diabetic, allegedly, and they don't even know it, but they need to get themselves checked out. Somebody is a diabetic. You need to go get yourself checked out, because you might be feeling that diabetic feeling. But somebody's a diabetic, allegedly. I'm not a doctor, but somebody may live on the west side of town, and they need to get checked out because they're diabetic. Pierre, whoever you are, you need to get yourself checked, because you might have diabetes. Somebody in New Jersey here, allegedly. Check yourself out, because, that's why we have to take care of ourselves. It says, respect me or leave me alone, just period. That's what somebody was saying. They said, you either respect me or get the hell out of my way. But see, somebody didn't want to step up their security ASAP, and they didn't do it. See, somebody should have, especially when it came to this church cult. They served the devil. See, they was evil as hell, and they should have stepped their security up, but they didn't do it. See, this was a sex, like one of them demon cults, and they, the neighborhood watch is being watched. So they're being watched in the neighborhood, because there's a cult and stuff that's in this neighborhood too. It says the drama queen is thirsty as hell, and she's going mentally as hell. She's acting mentally as hell. That's that insane person named Caroline. Caroline! Alleged trigger warning. Somebody named Caroline was showing out. Caroline says, you need to stop being fake, and no more me helping people that don't really want to need help. They need to take care of their own karma. See, somebody here is not going to help this person because they know, but they lying because it's in the reverse. They said they wasn't going to help that person, but it came out in the reverse, so I can't skip that. It says somebody was on the sex, feels off in this relationship. Something is feeling off in this relationship right now, allegedly. They says this with this baby daddy drama, somebody was acting mental as hell, and they said something feels off in this relationship. So somebody said something feels off. Somebody noticed something. Okay, allegedly. They says, remember from your past, somebody's helping you, grandpa, grandma, your mom, or your father. They're literally helping you. So you have people helping you with this baby daddy, this situation. So something may happen, DIES, because of a house, a building on fire. So remember, grandpa is helping you, because this sucker's a grave robber. Somebody's a graveyard. Somebody baby daddy be stealing the graveyard, be going and stealing the trinkets from the dead. And they said, we did that, stay in the straw. I'm not dealing with that shit. You're gonna pay for stealing. You stole from the dead. And so you're getting an ass whooping. Somebody This is why you be crying at night. Somebody be crying and don't want nobody know. In the past they were crying because around that moon, what they would do, that moon card, that moon, them secrets coming out, they would plan and stuff. They said it says you will win, and they ain't gonna win jig, because it's in reverse, because they kept playing in them sticks. I heard it says the sharks were out there, and they didn't believe there was some sharks that could get them. The yellow, because yellow was their lucky color, but see, they was acting like a statue instead of it being somebody named Wilson could have been involved here. And but they say, congratulations, Gemini. You need to look up this number 3033. Might be a meaning for you. Somebody said a representative will help you with your new contract. It's coming. It says because you need to decide which one you want to use, blood or family. You have to choose, but somebody's like, they're not doing none of it. They're not choosing none of it. See, somebody's royal. See, they didn't know somebody has royal blood in their system, and that's why that's ending. Somebody didn't want a separation, but something is going to separate, because somebody destroyed my life, they said, and this person didn't destroy you. You destroyed your own life. It says you need to be on American Idol. They don't even want you to be on American Idol. Somebody named Harper. Like, share, subscribe.